Alright, this is how to make a SkyBase in Minecraft Bedrock. This also works in Java Edition, of course. I would assume that you'd figure that. Let's see here. So first, start with a bubble elevator. I already did this, so it wouldn't take forever. Make a platform, not counting these 8 blocks. Make it so that it goes 10 blocks out. Make the path 3. And the 10 blocks is including this. And place dirt in, put this around. And then chiseled stone bricks in the corners. There, and there too. Place a hole in 2 of those. And here's where the actual base part starts to look like a base. Here is going to be the nether portal, where we'll go to the nether. If you're in survival, I'm sorry, this portal might be a little too expensive for you. If you've already gotten to the end and want to build this, it looks like you already got a pretty good supply of obsidian, since the end towers are made out of obsidian, or whatever you'd call them. So we're going to place our nether portal here. Dun, dun, dun. And then we'll show you what to do in there later. And here's what it should look like so far. Now, right here, let's see, do we have everything? We're gonna need some of these lanterns. You can make them soul lanterns if you want, but yeah, I did not want to do that. And then we're gonna grab, let's see, some spruce fences. We're gonna take out these torches. Oops. And then build this up 2 or 3 blocks, or 3 fences tall. And then, oh my god, I keep on forgetting stuff. Grab some stone stairs. Get mossy ones if you want. Make this little hut looking like thing above. And here's what this should look like. And so, let's see. When you go up, you won't bounce because you have this right here. And if you build this 3 blocks tall, to make it not bounce, place scaffolding. You will have to break a block like right here. And so here's what it should look like. And we're gonna grab some iron bars. I'm just grabbing 64 because I just am. Don't mind this random passerby noises in the background. And build it 2 blocks tall. Here's what it should look like. It looks pretty good in my opinion. And then, let's see here. What are we gonna do next? Next, we're gonna grab a hoe, or if you're in creative like I am, you can also just grab the hoe block, like the tilled block or whatever it's called. But I find that annoying because sometimes you still have to till it if you place the water after. And let's grab some carrots. I want wheat and carrots. So first, we also need nothing else actually. My brain is not braining. Place these like this. This is also where we're gonna bring in another type of light source, which is actually gonna be the sea lantern. If you can't afford this, you can also use glowstone since you do have your nether portal by now. And this provides a good amount of light at night. You can place trapdoors on the bottom if you want, but I'm too lazy. I'm just kidding. I didn't feel like it. I guess that's another definition for lazy. And so we're just gonna do this, place these here. Again. Get our sea lantern, place it there. Go up top. Scaffolding is a great way to build this if you're in survival, because you can't fly. And then let's till all of our crops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the perfect size, because growing crops can actually only go up to 4 with the water block source to get it fully tilled, or whatever you'd call it. And we're just gonna till it all. And then we're only gonna till 2 of our squares, so don't till the ones that don't have holes in them. There's a lot of background noises, so I don't know if you can hear them. If you can, sorry. The door is not always closed. And then, yeah, we're just gonna do this right here. Wait for that to fully till, and we'll do the other side. Don't do the ones that don't have holes. Intense clicking. Alright, we're actually gonna get to like the beds area soon. Just don't worry about it right now, because right now we're focusing on this. And here's what it should look like. You can do multiple different crops if you want, but I don't feel like it. I just want to do 2, because carrots and wheat are the best. You might have to go manually mining trees, so if you want, you can use one of those as a tree farm, and I'll show you a nice and easy simple one that makes it look a lot cleaner. That will be in a separate short. Don't worry, you can always click on it. No, wait, why am I planting carrots here? Here, I want wheat. But yeah, plant whatever you want. And just make it nice and simple by planting this. What am I saying? Yeah, if my audio's not good, sorry about that. Turn on subtitles. Because otherwise there's really nothing I can do about that except try to put the mic closer to my face. But, yeah, the cord's not very long. The cords. And there we go. Here's what it should look like. Oh my god, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Here's what it should look like. And then now, let's see here. What we're going to grab is... Dun da da dun da 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 da. Right. My brain is so slow. We're gonna grab some cows, and we're also going to grab some sheep. And so now the plot thickens, or should I say thins, because right here we're actually going to narrow this down to 1 block. And so we have a gate to get into our farm and to get into our crops and to get into our animal farm. No! Oh no! Why? This is a good spawn actually to do it. But yeah, we're gonna do some things in the nether that will not be in the separate video. Whoa, what the heck? That was awkward. That was actually super awkward. If you're dealing with problems like that, you can make mine carts to head over here, or we'll just hope that you have an elytra. Let me know if you're dealing with problems like that, and I can help you out. I'll try to figure out a way. Yeah, place fences all around. Oh no, it's nighttime. It's time for the mob farm to start working again. Yeah, so if you're building this, we are gonna light it up, but this place is, when you're building it, it's a pretty good place to use a mob farm. Luckily, we have some light source, but probably not the best light source, so I'm a little concerned by that. Don't worry, we're gonna get some more lights soon. That's gonna be where our lanterns come in handy. Dude, this looks so weird. Let's see here. We'll just do... Yeah, about this. Bye-bye. You might have to give up 2 of your crops in this section, which is okay, but you probably don't love it. It's alright. I mean, it's still pretty good production on your crops, according to this. I just got a notification, if you can't see it. Some guy named Big Chungus, I think, said, "Nice video." Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. I really do. Here's what it should look like. You're gonna have this nice little area. This looks really good, actually. And then, sure, we already have a light source there, but it's not just about the light source. It's about fancy light source. So just place some of those on the edge. And then we're gonna do all this. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. And then let's finish up our fences. You're probably wondering, where are we gonna fit our bed and base if those other 2 sections are gonna be, well, you know, for some mobs? Where are we gonna stay? Don't worry. So the plan is, right here, we're gonna have a ladder to a bottom floor. It looks very well, trust me. And we're gonna make this look very well, don't worry. It's gonna look a lot better. We might actually replace those lights. Don't worry, we got some more lighting plans. Yeah, I never actually built this before. I just come up with my idea in my mind, and I stick to it, and it always looks good in my opinion. So, yeah, if you're wondering where I get my ideas, it comes from the mind. And then, why was I about to kill that? Okay, and we don't have any gates to get in. I almost said fences. I was like, what? So let's just replace some of these with some fences. Easy peasy, chicken jockey squeezy. That was the weirdest thing I ever said. This is an awkward video brought to you by Verizon. Okay, and we finished all this. And it looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. Now, let's get our sheep and cows. We'll place our sheep in here. If you're in survival, good luck bringing your sheep up here. I wish you the best, I really do. In other words, that's just not my problem. If you want to know how minecarts work, I'll do a video on that. Because if you're in survival and you want to get some sheep or cows or whatever animal you're going to use up here, you're probably going to want to know how to do it. The happy gas is actually going to be a pretty good way. They all want to get out. You're trapped in here forever. In real life, I wonder if you'd be short on breath. You probably would, but again, that's just not my problem. And now we're actually done with the upstairs part. So Oh, and yeah, you're probably like, it's so plain. Don't worry. Right here, let's hope you have silk touch if you're in survival. Just place a grass block and it will eventually expand. There we go. And yeah, we'll check back on that later. If it doesn't expand, I guess it's something that you can only do in Java. Yeah. Now it is time for the second floor, or floor 0. I don't know what to call it. And we're gonna need a ladder for this. But yeah, all will be explained on how to get down. But yeah, scaffolding is a great way to build this because, I mean, it makes you hang and you can build out with it very easy. It's pretty cheap too if you have a bamboo farm. And that's why scaffolding is the best. Okay, and we're gonna add windows. We're gonna make this look so much cleaner. What am I doing? My fingers literally wants to be on the shift button. There we go. And we're gonna place a bottom layer here to all around this. And yeah, we're gonna redo our ceiling. We're gonna still keep the dirt, okay? Make sure. So still keep the dirt because we do have crops and stuff on top. Let's hope that you don't delete any dirt when doing this, or hope delete that I don't delete any dirt because we don't need flying sheep and cows. It's raining cows from out of the sky. Cows, I don't know why. And there we go, there we go, there we go. No, 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 no. No. Alrighty then, and there we go. This is pretty good looking. And just to give it a little depth or detail, not depth, sorry. Let's use the best wood in the game, spruce. And we're gonna make it stripped, which I actually use less than the regular spruce wood. So yeah, this makes it look so much better and cleaner. I honestly just love it. I really do. It looks so good now. I mean, it literally looks great. If it didn't look great before, if you think it didn't look great, why are you even watching this? Because you think it's gonna look better at the end? Well, you are correct. I mean, it already looks great right now, in my opinion. Okay, maybe not from the bottom, but don't worry. Trust me on this one. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing will be all right. Yeah, there's so much detail that you can add to this base. And so, yeah, we're pretty much gonna add it. Maybe not all of it. I'm not the biggest detail doer, but don't worry. It's going to look great. Don't use regular glass. Okay? Because we're going to add glass. Don't use regular glass. Sorry, I placed that there for no reason. But yeah, we're going to use... well, not stained glass. You can use stained glass if you want. We're going to use glass panes. It looks so much better instead of some goofy glass block. And then this is going to go down one more. And we're going to make it look like, do this. And then, yeah. Yeah, I don't use stripped logs a lot. We can all agree that birch is the worst wood, right? if not that, acacia. I mean, it looks okay. Like the color of the wood when it's like planks, but let's be honest, it looks ugly because it's just how the tree is built. I mean, okay, I won't lie to you. It's not how the tree is built. It's the color around it. I mean, look over there. You see that puke green? I think it could have been a lot better if it wasn't that awful, ugly green. I mean, it is kind of realistic because it's a hot desert tree. It looks a lot better in real life, trust me. And then you don't have to put windows, but I think it'll just make it so that you can see the beautiful view that this thing shows. And it's really cool to look at too. It's just like very simple. If you want to watch me build a clutch tower, I can also do a video on that. You're probably like, what the heck is a clutch tower? It's something I invented because I like to practice my water bucket clutches and stuff. And so I was like, I'm gonna build a giant tall tower where the only way that you can get down is by doing a water bucket clutch. And that I also built a SkyBase on. That's something like this, except it uses more concrete and not stone. There's probably gonna be some times where you're gonna be falling out to the back here, so we're just gonna make it look better. And if you want, I can show you how to make like an on and off nether portal. And we're gonna decorate the nether portal. Don't worry. And then right here, sometimes I just feel like I'm a bad builder, not because of what my builds look like. I mean, sometimes they look bad. Not when I'm doing tutorials, of course. But, just like on my speed. My speed of building. It's just sometimes it's messed up. Like, I'm playing on PC for Bedrock Edition for like the second time. Well, not the second time, but probably like the first time I'm playing on Bedrock Edition where I'm recording on the PC. So yeah, my fingers are just like, what am I gonna do? But yeah, I've got it all figured out. That was smooth. That was as clean as Mr. Clean's bald head. That was the goofiest thing I ever said. And so here's what it should look like. It's gonna be a 3-block tall ceiling, and you know what? Actually, I think we want some higher ceiling so that our heads aren't almost touching the thing. Whatever it's called, the ceiling. Let's make it so that it's slabs. It just looks a lot cleaner too. Don't worry, water won't leak through your ceiling. You might see some water droplets, but I'm no plumber, okay? Yeah, we're gonna add lights. It's gonna look great. Well, the question is, do we want to use this as our ceiling? I think we can all agree that we gotta use smooth stone slab as our ceiling, am I right? Because we don't want all of our blocks to look the same. That would just look bad. So let's make it so that it looks like this. It's still stone, so we're sticking with the same design, but it looks good, which is the biggest difference. It looks good. That's the key detail. It has to look good. If this doesn't look good, let me know what I can do better. I have to know. I must know. Placing slabs is so annoying because I think you already know the reason for this, because if I'm trying to speed build and then I hit another block, it's just going to do that. Then I have to delete the entire block and not just a slab. It's weird. It's cool that it turns into a full block, but it's just like, Why? The stone cutter is better than you think. I mean, stairs. Take that as an example. The stone cutter is so much better when you have to use stairs. And the stone cutter is pretty cheap. All you need is an iron ingot and 3 smooth stone. If you don't know how to get, sorry, not smooth stone, regular stone, not cobblestone, regular stone. If you don't know how to get regular stone, well, just smelt it. If you have a furnace, all you have to do is smelt it. Boink. We've gotten a good amount of this done, actually. This is going by much quicker than I thought it would. Is it because I'm talking so much? I probably talk too much in my videos. Let me know if you want me to stop talking. If this is annoying you, also put it on mute and turn off your subtitles. But yeah, I definitely will be giving some information, okay? So yeah, whenever you're building, you always want to change up the blocks, otherwise it'll look bad. And yeah, depth looks great on your builds, but it also depends on the amount of space that you have. Sure, I have tons of space right here, but I didn't feel like adding like depth. And see what you can do to make your build look better. By just adding these wooden frames around it, you can make your builds look so much better and cleaner. Just like right here, this will make it look cleaner. And whenever you're building and you want to use windows, always use glass panes. It can be, you know, a stain. As long as it's glass panes, it just looks so much better. Because the clear block that has weird textures to it, it kind of looks ugly. So yeah, just making it thinner really adds some like nice detail. I never really used glass panes when I first started building. And I was never really too good at survival, probably because I always did creative. So yeah, if you're a beginner, don't start with creative. You probably aren't creative watching this. But yeah, if you do start in creative, always make a second world for survival. This is a really good tip so you don't get stuck in creative. I mean, of course, do what you want to do, but you gotta play survival at some point in your Minecraft days. And if you want to be very good at survival at some point, yeah, you just can't start with a creative world. You'll never want to let go of it. Unless you're trying to build the world's craziest city. Yeah, there's going to be a 2-week grind there, and then it's going to end pretty quick. So yeah, I have 2 cities. One of them just wasn't good, so yeah, we abandoned that. There's definitely some explosions. I pranked my friend when they were in survival. They had a McDonald's, or McBurger, whatever they called it, and I placed pressure plates and iron doors, so they would have to step on the pressure plates to get in. Little did they know there's TNT underneath. Kaboom! And so yeah, their entire McDonald's basically exploded. And if you think this doesn't look good enough for you, make it so if you don't like anything, then if you don't like how you build your windows, add blocks in between, which makes your windows look so much better. If you think you have too much windows, close one off and then make it bigger, and then close 2 of them off to make it symmetrical. Close that one, and make the other one bigger and put it in the middle and place blocks here. Simple things that you can do. It's very simple to do. Like right here, for example, you could, well, not the window example, But you could literally just do this. This is how we add detail. This ain't just a building tutorial, it's a detail tutorial. Look at that, it looks so cool. That is a perfect screenshot right there. That is actually a perfect screenshot. Guys, I think I found my new screensaver. And just like I said with my rivals videos, tell me your username if you want to play with me. I will do PvP with you in Minecraft. I will build with you in Minecraft. All I need is your username. And for you to friend me. I can't play if I only friend you. You have to friend me too. So yeah, please, like, if you want to play with me, place in your username. I beg you. I would love to check out your world. I will not do pranks on you. I promise. If you don't trust me, give me, like, the visitor. And I won't break anything. And I can't, like, break anything. I can only explore. But if you trust me, that's the right thing. I promise. I will not explode your entire build. I will not explode your 10-year I will not explode you in your 10-year hardcore world. And if you do want to see a hardcore series, you're probably not going to see that come anytime soon. Because I die so much in survival mode. Like I said, it's because I started off by doing creative and I never let go of it. I still do a lot of survival though. I never got really good at it. I'm good at PvP, I just need good equipment. So I'm used to grabbing good equipment before doing PvP. But yeah, I will do PvP with you. Give me some random gear, I still will fight you. Give me a stick, I still will fight you. I don't care. If you want to be in one of the videos, just like let me know. You're gonna have to use chat though. I mean, I don't use I do messages, but I don't need some rando's phone number. No offense. Don't talk to strangers. So yeah, I'll join your worlds. Just give me your username. That's all I ask. You can hear the literal mooing. You're probably getting bored right now, but don't worry. We're about to get to the nice interior. We're gonna place fancy lights, aka lanterns. If you want a build hacks design for like a castle or like things like that, let me know, I'll do it. Like literally, I got one comment, you should build an entire mansion. I literally built an entire mansion as soon as I could. I'm open to any idea you have, as long as it's doable. Don't make me do crazy redstone stuff. If you want me to build a calculator, guys, just search up redstone calculator and you'll literally find somebody build an entire calculator that does division and stuff. Want me to build a working computer? Who do you think I am? I ain't the redstone guy. I know how to do a lot of traps though, so I'm good at redstone. I'm not calculator good at redstone. So yeah, I'll do traps. Let me know if you want to see any traps. I'm still trying to do episodes of, or an episode at least of 10 ways to ruin your friendship, something like that. I loved watching those videos, so I want to make one because I know a lot of good traps. I'll give you one trap right now. Well, let's say your friend loves to go wood chopping. Or let's say you're trying to do a redstone build and you want him to go wood chopping. Go to your nearest forest, because that's probably where they're going to mine, right? Or chop wood. Butcher the wood. So what you're going to do is you're going to place an observer facing towards the log and make it so that there's tons of TNT underneath. They'll mine the top ones and then they'll mine the bottom one. They'll be like, what's this observer here for? They'll hear And if you don't want them to wait, because they'll probably be like, oh, and they're gonna want to run out of there, and they'll probably miss the explosion. So use TNT minecarts, which I'll show you how to do in that video. I don't have a link in the description, okay? I haven't even made it yet. And now, right before we do the interior, we do have to add the glass windows. Now, why panes look way better, this is just such a pain, get it, pane, glass pane, to place if you're building a giant skyscraper. You're like, why? You're just placing panes. Well, it's not too much of a pain as long as you don't have 3 block tall windows. If you have 3 block or more tall windows, then you have to place the ones in the middle. But sometimes you'll misplace and do that, and you're always missing stuff. You'll be placing it everywhere on accident, and it'll be an entire mess, and it's so annoying to delete because you literally have to put your joystick or whatever it's called, crosshair, on this, which takes a little while if you're a little further back. See, I literally just did that. It is a real pain. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this. So let's just hope that you're the leader of your group or whatever, and you're trying to build your giant skyscraper, and you're like, I'm gonna go work on some designs, and you just ask your friend, can you do these glass panes? Don't worry, it won't be such a pain. LOL. They'll start doing that if they like you. And then when you come back, they should be done. And you won't have to deal with that pain of placing glass panes. And that's how to avoid getting angry and exploding your brain. All I hear is mooing, I swear. Make sure you make this a full block in all the corners. Because then we're just going to place all of our lanterns here to actually light up our room so we don't also turn it into an XP grinder. And then we'll place there, there, and there. Wherever you're going to place a lantern, do it like this, because you have to do that if you're using slabs. Or you can also use torches, but this looks better. It is more expensive, but it looks better. And now, get your bed. Get your bed on. Let's use cyan. And then we'll grab some candles. We'll grab regular candles. The regular candles just look good. And then we're gonna grab, let's see. If you wanna know a great build hack, like this is a super good build hack. It might be a little more expensive if you're early gamer. Like if you're playing your game early. Use your crafters for storage. You're like, what? Well, first of all, I mean, just look at the design. It looks perfect. And you can also store things in them. And they do work as auto crafters still too. But yeah, it just looks so much better. Place some candles. It is a lot less storage space, but I mean, also if you want your things to look good, you gotta resort to things looking like this. As a wise man once said, which was me. Yeah, you gotta make sure you place it the right way though, otherwise you'll end up with an ugly mess. But yeah, it can look very well if you do it right. And we're actually gonna place some more right here. And this is where we're gonna make our kitchen. And for kitchens, we use the smokers because it cooks faster. You're probably like, that's crazy, but it really does. Another fact, use lava buckets to smelt because you'll already have that nether portal ready. And you should have some iron gear by now by the time you build this. And lava buckets can smelt up to 100 blocks exactly. And that's just a great fuel source, and it's very easy since you have those giant lava pools in the nether. Or if you just have one nearby too. And then we're also going to grab some campfires. It doesn't matter which type of campfire you use, but this really just makes it look so much cooler. We're just going to delete these. Place our campfires here. Get our smokers. And now we have a nice oven that's hot and ready. And then you can place item frames, and add like cooked food or raw food on there. Not carrots, you can do carrots because there's cooked carrots, that's a thing. If you've never heard of it. And then right here, do we even have a lantern there? Yeah, it is a little harder to see, but it's okay. It's alright. And then we're gonna place some shelves on top here. Just like this. And right here, that's where our exhaust is. And just to make this look more like a kitchen, we're gonna grab some hoppers. And you can also store stuff in here. It is true. And then all of our smoke goes into there. Not actually. It just makes it look like all the smoke goes into there. Da-ding! And that's our little mini kitchen. You don't have to place it right across from there. And then just to give it a little more detail, because you're probably like, what am I going to do with all this extra space? Grab some bookshelves. Now, we aren't going to get to our enchanting table yet. And then get a lectern. I don't think we'll need that anymore. We probably won't need our bed anymore either. And get some barrels, which we should already... No, we don't. Yeah, for this one, we're going to use barrels, not the crafter. And in some of these areas, like this one right here, you can make them as tall as you want. Just add these fun, nice, and easy little bookshelves. Looks so good. Just nice and easy. And then I just realized, well, why do I keep on getting rid of things that I still need? Like, bro. But yeah, we're just going to add a few of these. When you're placing these, always make sure that it's a full block there. Otherwise, we'll just end up with an ugly, weird-looking thing. You don't have to add the barrel. You can also place a bookshelf there, or you don't have to add any block there at all. But, I mean, this just looks very nice. And then place a book on there, like, let's see here. Can you place a regular book on there? I think you can. I almost got rid of those things again. Alright, let's see here. I had a feeling I was going to do that. Oh, yeah, you can't place a book on there. That's stupid. What are books even for? Oh, yeah, to make... Okay. And now our enchanting thing. Enchanting table. Buy a lantern. It's okay. We can have some blocks in the way of our glass panes. It will look a little goofy, but, I mean, who's actually going to notice? Nobody's going to notice from 100-something blocks up, so, yeah. And then, just to make it look more enchanty, whatever the word is, let's get rid of those, and we're going to go into here, our carpets, And if you grab the magenta carpets, I think that's how you pronounce it, it'll just make it look so much better if you place your enchanting table here, which also adds light source. You can also place some magenta carpet right here. It looks great. And then, let's see, we're gonna grab some anvils. Dun 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 dun. Where do I place it? I'm gonna grab some anvils. We do need some more barrels for this. And then, let's see, grab this. We don't need those books anymore. Add some jukeboxes if you want. We're gonna add an entire utility table. And we're gonna also need some grindstones for this. We probably don't need any more of those. Make sure your thing's at level 30 enchantment. I didn't check, because I don't have to. And these are nice things to just add around the base. I'm gonna place anvils here. This is a little expensive, but you can also use this cool design for enchanting. We are literally getting rid of all the light sources, but at this point, who even cares? Place some barrels like this. Then, and you make these little things. So you don't have to add this on top if you don't want to. Well, let's see how it looks the other way. Yeah, it just looks a little goofy. So you don't have to add that on top, but it is nice to have grindstones. So here's what it should look like. This definitely is the most expensive thing that's in here. Besides the, that's more expensive than the enchanting table, because this only requires 2 diamonds. I mean, it's not as expensive as the entire enchanting set, but probably all 3 of these little things, or do we have 2 or 3? Yeah, 3 of them is going to be more expensive than that. But it looks so good, though. Just nice, fun, simple designs. And then, yeah, this is what our base should be looking like right now. And we need a place to eat some dinner, so right here, 4 blocks. All right. Oh my god, why did I have to break it? Why did I have to break it? Well, luckily I have this. That was a close call. And let's make our little kitchen table. There we go. A small kitchen table where we can sit down. And you can use any block for this. I just use this because that's what I have. It looks pretty good actually that way. But yeah, oak tables look very good. If you also have the furniture mod, which is free, there should be tables on that. I also have that furniture mod. I did not add it into here, because I don't want you guys to think that this is modded. I mean, you probably don't think it's modded because the blocks that I've been using. I barely knew magenta carpet was a thing though, honestly, so yeah, I mean, that was a while back though. Don't place stone slabs there, or whatever slab you're using, so you can still open it. And then you can add some little tables here, so let's go here, and then grab some oak stairs. Oh my god, I almost added birch. I mean, don't get me wrong, the birch planks look okay for some floors, but you have to make it like all bright and stuff. You have to make it like a very bright atmosphere. That's actually like really cool looking. And then we'll go here. This video is probably pretty long by now. Don't worry, we're almost done. Probably don't want to watch this video by now because the time that it's taking. We already have our candles. We just do want to make sure that we have those. And just basically put whatever you need over here. We're going to grab we already have a water bucket. Sorry about that. I was about to say we're gonna grab a water bucket. We're gonna get a brewing stand. God, I almost threw that out again. And then just right here. There we go. And then add some candles. We'll place some brewing stands over here. And there we go. It's still pretty empty, and it's definitely dark in here at night. So to fix this, light up your candles. And also place some lanterns here. This is definitely an expensive project for survival. So I hope you have all the right resources. And if you're a hardcore YouTuber, this will definitely be like a first or a cool base to have, or a cool storage unit. Because this is not just great for a base, it's great for storage. While it may take some time to build, it's really good. Right here, let's add a trapdoor. So no mobs go rah at us in the night. There we go. We have our little trapdoor there, our bubble elevator, and right here is where we're actually going to add a gate. You wonder why? Because we're gonna water bucket clutch. I'm not doing this in survival. Sorry, it's just that counts. I think that was good. Water bucket clutch, right? There's a weed in the way, so it's undetermined. But since we have our gate right there, we're just going to place a bunch of powdered snow, which was annoying until now. That's right. The world's most annoying block in the game. Powdered snow. I just have to find it. I'm just gonna search it. Oh yeah, it's a bucket. Sorry. You can also do a powdered snow bucket clutch, which is another thing I can try if you want me to. I can put the seed in the description if you want. I hope that you land in these 3 blocks. So let's just fly to the top of our thing. 3 hours later. I feel like the bubble elevator would have been a lot faster. If you want, you can also add barrels facing up with water buckets in them, or snow buckets. And there. You'll probably see that. And if you don't want it to look so ugly, you can add carpets, which also looks very good. And that's how to build a super easy and simple. It doesn't, I mean, the video took a little long, but let's be honest, there's a lot of placing involved doing this, but that's how you build a very easy, super simple, base, a SkyBase in Minecraft. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.